Sagittarius, I've laid your cards. There's quite a lot of majors. We've got 5 majors here, 6 I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And although we've got more cards than the traditional 10 that we'd have for this reading, because lots flopped out, not that many more, so it's quite a big time. And it's about rebuilding after a tower moment when things aren't built on the right foundation. So I'm going to dive right in and do this quite quickly. So in the interior, you're flip-flopping around, not sure quite what reality means at the moment with the Two of Pentacles, wanting to offer your Grail cup, wanting to act out of love, wanting to express love or act out of love, but not able to kind of find a good way to do it, really. This on the exterior makes you realise that maybe something's not right if you can't... Oh, what's going on there? Oh, it's like a lizard fight. It's literally 2 lizards fighting. Wow. I've never seen that before. Okay, so maybe that's got something to do with it. That's interesting. They were really having a little sort of tussle in the dry leaves down there. So this probably the fact that you're not quite able to get your love to land is making you realise that things have got to change from the way they are, that there's something's not right, because at the basis of this reading is a kind of holding on with the Four of Pentacles after a tower moment. Are you holding on despite the fact that the tower has come down? Are you pretending it's okay? Are you trying to keep going with something that's not built on the right foundations? Or are you holding on in the aftermath of it? I'm not sure. Let's keep going. Aftermath of that drama. So recently there was this kind of moment of manifestation and will with the Magician, where I think you raised your wand and realised what it is you really wanted. And that kind of pushing your will into the world maybe has kind of accelerated things somewhat so that you were able to see this truth. It's not to say you made it happen, you just would have accelerated it. Here, one potential outcome is the Four of Swords, you resting and getting everything just right again, getting all your chakras right, clearing out all the trauma, whatever it is, the shock, or the anger or disappointment. So that would be lovely. But then coming up in the near future, we see you looking for something new. So there's a sort of rebound, and it goes somewhere so beautiful that it doesn't surprise me, because in your attitude, you've got this card of celebration. You are prepared, you want to go and be in the company of your tribe, or whatever that means to you, and you realise that's where you're going to get your sustenance at the moment after this shock. This came out in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, which is your home life. So it might feel like it's it needs to change, but you're not quite sure how to move it on, something like that, that there's got to be some further evolution. But that's good that you're moving with this change. And your hopes and fears, you really never want to be mugged off again. You might feel like you've been mugged off recently. This is about losing your power. You don't want to give away power. You don't want to leak it the way that you might have felt in this situation. But never fear, because where it's going is to the Star, the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So really lovely, consistent, grounded energy with those 2 Pentacles, the 9 and the Knight. And then just gorgeous sense of healing with the Star, which comes after the Tower. So it's perfect that it should be here. It's the next card. It's where you heal, like with your Four of Swords, and then turn back into the Empress. Some creative genius in you is going to be lit up again. That is a very sunny bunch of cards to look at. I mean, honestly, it feels like the mother, the creator, everything is tamed, you're back in your self-esteem, you're looking after yourself well. Nobody's going to take advantage, one would hope, of that lovely lot of energy. And then the Hangman is coming up to say, try and see what's happened in a new enlightened perspective, because there seems to have been some blessing in this ending, because you're now connected so well to something that, quite frankly, is just delightful, and to do with your creative power. It is a little bit solitary at the moment, but the Queen, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Star has an element of that. But look, the Sun, manifestation is coming. This is so lovely. You know, you've got the Star, the Sun, the Hangman, all these majors. You're going to be riding away from the wall of past hurts, playing like that kid is. There is so much coming, even with the Empress, this sense of motherhood or creative generation. It's really, really lovely. And the Seven of Wands, just keep, you've got higher ground, keep batting off all these different things. So that goes with your seven of swords, where you don't want to be taken advantage of. I think the advice is, so just keep a watch out, like that kind of chap is doing, and keep batting down these assailants. You're going to be on top. You will win. Now, does that feel like a full pack? Maybe. What have we got here? The Keeper of Challenges. So I think this is the King of Swords. Be very executive now. Be very clear-eyed. Look at how wise he looks. He's not going to give his power away. You have to stay on guard, like the Seven of Wands, so that you don't give any power away, because there's so much power there now. You're going to be very attractive to people, and you need to make sure that whatever comes next is built on the right foundations. So let's pull you one of these. We've got Lonely Gnome. Oh, I'm sorry if that's how you're feeling. I've not seen this one before, but let's see. Outside are people working and enjoying themselves. So maybe this is, if somebody is really feeling a bit bruised, is saying your attitude is about friendship. That's correct. Get out to that window on the top right. Go and see your friends. If it's feeling a bit lonely, I'm really sorry. I empathise after these big shocks. You know, you can feel like you don't really want to talk to people, but your community will be where your succor is, where you get fed. So, place of knowledge and unconditional love, unlock and release fear. Maybe this is saying really unlock and release fear around your getting out and being in your community, because it's a place of knowledge and unconditional love. And as we were just talking about those, I think that is probably what's being said. Those, gosh, those lizards are at it again. It's hilarious. Let's pull you a charm. Got the moon, so it's a new moon here, but full moon tonight. Try and do some working with the moon, because the moon here also is shown with a key in it. So let's read you something from the book. It's pointing me back to that. So, place of knowledge and unconditional love. This is about, so what is it? The moon is being unlocked with one of the two keys being held by the hand of the branches of the heart. 3 bees rest in the bifurcating arteries that are growing from the heart. These branch forms letters. I'm not going to read you all of it. Your image is about creating and allowing positive, loving relationships in your life. The first loving relationship has to start with you. You are lovely, divine, and deserving of everything good in this world, including love. Honoring yourself is fundamentally an act of revolution. It means that we are not comparing ourselves to any illusions, not allowing anyone else to have power over you. Don't pay too much attention to the inner critical voice that can be demanding and misleading. When your higher self speaks to you, it always constructive and understanding. The negative voices you hear are not coming from that. It's always coming from an other energy that would like to weaken your beautiful light and power. So that's interesting. So as an internal voice, don't allow those other voices to weaken your power. I think that's really, really important with that 7 of Swords there. You know it's a possibility. The seal shows up around highly imaginative and creative people like you. Because seals don't have external ears, just small openings, they represent paying attention to your positive inner voice, your intuition. You are not alone. It's an answer to this, the lonely gnome. It's saying you are not alone. Everyone is searching for unconditional love. Long ago, you left your true home of true love and journeyed to Gaia. It's been a challenge to live here and experience all the different emotions and actions of others, but this is what you came here for. You need to learn how to ride your emotions like you would ride a bronco. Eventually, you will tame these feelings and use them to propel yourself to a successful career helping others. It's important that you respect who you are, set intentions every day, take care of your biosuit, your body, and slow down. When you're mentally, physically, and emotionally healthy, you can help others. The two hearts remind you that when you want what you want, that when you want your idea to move into physical reality, listen to them, not to your mind. The Maori, like the three bees. Ciao, come stai? Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Bello, bello.
Sente I caprioli lei.
Sì, ah, sì, sì.
Quindi bau bau bau.
Sì, sì. Is he? Oh. She's seen them.